Hi there, I'm Naruto Hyuga, and this is my story. Believe it!
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Neon Pow here, and today we're doing part 3 of What If Naruto Was a Hyuga. But before we get into that, I want to give a massive shout out to all you crazy beasts out there for the massive support you guys have given me on this series and in the past parts. It is insane, and it really brings a joy to me. And it also motivates me to keep creating the content for you guys. Also, piggybacking off of that, I have now created a Patreon page for those that want to go above and beyond and help me make better content for you guys. The link to that page will be in the description below, so make sure to check that out. And I'm hoping if we gain enough funds that I'll actually be able to animate one of these series for you guys, as a lot of you have been wanting that to happen. So I want to make sure to tell you guys that it's not mandatory to do so, and all the support you have given me so far is already phenomenal enough. So I love each and every one of you, and please keep up with that support. Also, since this is part 3, I'm setting a goal for you guys of 50 likes. So if you want to see a part 4, make sure to hit that like button because I know you beasts can definitely do it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. We last left our young Hyuga during his intense fight against Gaara. After Team 7 was able to recover from their fierce fight, Hinata, Naruto, and Sasuke reflect on the battle and discuss what they can do to improve their formation. The leaf accident was a huge wake-up call for Team 7. It makes everyone realize that they all need to train and build more strength so that they will be stronger for the next time anything bad happens to the leaf. Naruto also mentions that they need to find a way to keep Sasuke's curse mark from acting out and immobilizing him. They believe that Kakashi-sensei will know how to help with it. Like in canon, Tsunade is still requested to be the 5th Hokage, and Naruto and Jiraiya must go on their journey to find her. Before they leave, Hinata and Sasuke come to see Naruto off. Hinata tells Naruto that she will be training hard with the Hyuga elders to improve her gentle fist and advance her techniques. Sasuke says that he will be training with Kakashi to learn to control his curse mark better and improve his Sharingan and Chidori. Sasuke says, "You better not slack off, loser, or I'll surpass you in an instant." And Hinata says,
Good luck, Naruto-kun.
Naruto and Jiraiya leave on their journey to find Tsunade. However, while they are gone, Itachi and Kisame still show up to the Leaf Village in search for Naruto. Kakashi still fights him and still ends up out of commission. Since Sasuke was training with Kakashi, he ends up finding out about what happened to his sensei. This of course gets him fired up into a blaze since he knows how dangerous Itachi is and doesn't want Naruto to be killed. He immediately heads out to where Naruto is. We then move over to Naruto and Jiraiya. Jiraiya has just left Naruto chilling in the hotel room so he can go out and do some research. While Naruto is laying in bed, he hears someone knocking on the door. He wonders, who could it possibly be? He's very skeptical but still opens the door. To his surprise, he sees 2 eerie looking ninjas towering over him. He definitely feels that something is wrong here. He proceeds to close the door. Before he closes it completely, he makes sure to put a flying Rasengan seal on the other side, just in case he needs a quick escape. Naruto asks the shinobi what they want. They are there to kidnap Naruto. This leaves the young Hyuga shocked. Naruto knows that he has to get out of there and try to get some help. He knows that he's completely outmatched. He proceeds to use the flying Rasengan to teleport behind the door. Itachi and Kisame are in shock and confused as to where Naruto went. They think that maybe it was a substitution, but they're not completely sure. Itachi, being as deceptive as ever, thinks that Naruto could not have gone far if he were to escape, so he goes to check if Naruto is still in the hotel room. Naruto is freaking out at this point because he has no clue what to do since his chakra is low from using teleportation. Right as Itachi is about to open the door, we hear Sasuke yelling at Itachi. We then still get the similar interaction between them like in canon where Itachi beats Sasuke senseless. Naruto hears Sasuke through the wall and realizes that he needs to do something to save him. Right before Itachi is able to use his Tsukiyomi on Sasuke, Naruto teleports to Sasuke and is able to surprise Itachi and kick him away, and then teleport back to the hotel room with Sasuke. Fortunately, before Naruto left for his journey, he told Hinata and Sasuke that he would place a flying Rasengan seal on them, just in case something bad happened to the Leaf Village while he was gone and needed to get back quickly. Itachi and Kisame know for sure that Naruto can somehow teleport similarly to what they heard about the 4th Hokage being able to do. Kisame is tired of all this cat and mouse games, so he's ready to burst down all the walls in the hallway. Naruto and Sasuke hear this but cannot do anything about it since they're out of chakra and seriously injured, respectively. Kisame is about to bust down the wall where the Genin are hiding, but then the legendary Sannin, Jiraiya, makes his entrance. Like in the anime, he uses the Toad Stomach Jutsu and forces the two Akatsuki members to retreat. Naruto and Sasuke walk out to meet with Jiraiya once they know the coast is clear. Sasuke is still disappointed and distraught that he still wasn't strong enough to even challenge his older brother. He hesitantly tells Naruto thanks for saving him and says he needs to train harder than ever when he gets back to the Leaf Village. Also, since Sasuke wasn't put under the Tsukiyomi, he is not as nearly traumatized and still conscious at this point. Guy shows up to take Sasuke back home. We then transition to when Jiraiya is teaching Naruto how to use the Rasengan. Naruto is definitely much smarter and skilled in our situation, but Jiraiya still teaches Naruto in steps. However, the big difference here is the amount of time needed for Naruto to master the jutsu. Naruto masters the Rasengan in about a month, a week after they met Tsunade in the original anime. But since Naruto is much more knowledgeable about basic shinobi techniques and has a much better control over his chakra, he's able to learn the Rasengan much faster. So fast in fact that when it's time to meet with Tsunade, Naruto is on the verge of mastering the jutsu, but not quite just there. Naruto and Jiraiya finally meet with Tsunade and things still go as normal. Tsunade disses the Hokage's position and this infuriates Naruto. They then still fight outside. Naruto uses his Byakugan, but Tsunade still leaps and bounds more powerful than Naruto. As a last-ditch effort, Naruto uses his imperfect Rasengan, which Tsunade dodges. However, this stunt piques her interest and still lays down the bet with Naruto. Naruto gladly accepts, as he knows that 1 week is more than enough time to master the jutsu. We then move on to the next day. Naruto's training, and he finally masters Rasengan. He knew he was close to finishing it, and this surprises Jiraiya. He knew Naruto had potential, but this showcase is remarkable. Because Naruto learned the jutsu so fast, Jiraiya and him are able to update Tsunade about their wager before she even gets a chance to meet with Orochimaru. The sheer shock of seeing Naruto had truly mastered the jutsu changes Tsunade's mindset about Naruto, and about Naruto's feeling and ideals about Hokage. She honestly thought it would be impossible for Naruto to master such a difficult jutsu so quickly. She then apologizes to Naruto for what she said earlier and still gives him her necklace. Through Naruto's performance, Tsunade gets persuaded and accepts to come back and become the 5th Hokage. However, this doesn't mean she can just forget about Orochimaru. She tells the rest of the gang about the meetup she had planned with him and that it would be a perfect time to try to ambush him. We then skip to the day Tsunade and Orochimaru are supposed to meet up. Tsunade will attempt to get a surprise attack on Orochimaru while the others watch from a distance until it's time for them to make their move. As Tsunade approaches Orochimaru, making it look as though she is going to heal his arms, she is readying a powerful attack. However, before she can unleash it, Kabuto attacks her. This is the cue for the rest of the gang to jump in and attack Orochimaru. Since Kabuto and Orochimaru weren't expecting so many more people, they end up getting caught in the barrage of attacks from Jiraiya, Naruto, and Shizune. Orochimaru and Kabuto still manage to retreat to an open plains area, but our gang is able to follow them. Since Jiraiya is not drugged by Tsunade, Tsunade is not severely injured, and Naruto has fully mastered Rasengan, the battle is looking very favorable for our heroes. Without any time to waste, all 3 Sannin summon their ultimate summonings. As the 3 Sannin are fighting one another, Orochimaru tells Kabuto to get rid of the brat so that Akatsuki will not be able to use the Nine Tails inside of him. As the legendary fight of the summonings continue, Naruto is left to face Kabuto. Kabuto is aware of Naruto's Hyuga origins and his Byakugan, and remembers his performance during the tuning exam, so he is cautious against him. He isn't as cocky as he was in the anime. However, he still believes he should be able to take care of Naruto without too much hassle. Kabuto readies his scalpel hand medical ninjutsu to hit Naruto's vital points. Naruto activates his Byakugan. With Naruto's Byakugan active, Kabuto is having a very hard time hitting Naruto, almost getting hit by Naruto's gentle fist in the process. Kabuto realizes that he is just wasting chakra at this point and changes to strike Naruto with a kunai. With his surprise as Kabuto goes for a surprise attack, Naruto grabs the kunai with his hand, holding Kabuto in place. This lets Naruto charge his Rasengan and unleash it onto Kabuto. Unfortunately, Kabuto is still able to sever an artery near Naruto's heart, as in the anime. They are both down. Jiraiya and Tsunade both notice this, and with this distraction, Orochimaru attacks both of them, getting in some good damage. Tsunade tells Jiraiya to hold off Orochimaru while she goes to heal Naruto. She rushes over to him. Naruto is barely clinging to life, refusing to die before becoming Hokage. He just looks at Tsunade and tells her,
I never go back on my word. I will be Hokage. Believe it.
Tsunade gets flashbacks from her past and gets teary, but smiles at Naruto. Orochimaru seems having more difficulty than he bargained for against Jiraiya. He sees that Kabuto is down and believes it would be best to retreat for now. He manages to cause a diversion using his snake and slithers away with Kabuto. The battle is finally over, but Jiraiya is disappointed with himself for letting Orochimaru escape. But he is glad that Naruto is holding on. He completely trusted the young Genin's ability. Naruto and the gang make it back to the Leaf Village. Tsunade is officially made the 5th Hokage, and she goes to heal everyone needing to be healed. Instead of Naruto and Sasuke having a very intense clash to see who the alpha male is, Hinata, Naruto, and Sasuke have a friendly meet up to catch up. The reason things are so different here is because Sasuke is a lot closer to the team in our scenario, and he wasn't severely traumatized through Itachi Tsukuyomi like in the original. That makes a big difference. Naruto is actually glad to see Sasuke well, and both Hinata and Sasuke are shocked to see Naruto so beat up. They thought he was just training. They of course are very excited to test their strength, so they spar between one another. Everyone is astonished about the immense power they were able to achieve. Naruto, as we know, has mastered the Rasengan, an S-ranked jutsu. Hinata was able to reach 8 trigrams 256 palms and learn a jutsu similar to Neji's palm rotation called protecting 8 trigrams 64 palms. Sasuke was able to make his Chidori more efficient and learn how to have better control over his curse mark. Some days pass and all seems well in the Leaf Village. Team 7 is training with Kakashi Sensei, and they all are able to work on their individual and team strengths. However, this peace quickly changes one fatal night. The 3 Genin are out eating ramen outside at Ichiraku. This was Naruto's treat since he wanted to celebrate the hard work they have all put in. They are all enjoying each other's company. As the night progresses, Sasuke could see Hinata and Naruto getting closer. He has been noticing that those two have started to not only bond closer as friends, but possibly something even more. He realizes that it would be a perfect opportunity for his boy Naruto to get some alone time with Hinata. Sasuke makes an excuse that he's feeling tired from all the hard training and wants to sleep early tonight. Hinata and Naruto don't want him to leave, but Sasuke just smiles and waves to them as he heads back to his home. The 2 Genin are sad that their friend had to leave early, but then as they turn back, their eyes meet. They hadn't realized how close they've gotten to one another. Both of them blush and look away briefly, but then slowly turn to one another. Naruto tells Hinata how beautiful her hair glimmers in the moonlight tonight. Hinata turns red and is almost at a loss of words, but manages to say,
Naruto-kun?
She then proceeds to tell Naruto in a sweet and gentle voice just how powerful he's gotten and that he should be able to become Hokage in no time. Naruto just takes a pause and looks up at the moon, then turns to Hinata and softly tells her he might have gotten stronger, but he couldn't have done it without her support through all of it. She was there for him throughout all of it. Hinata is even redder than before, but even with that, the two are edging closer and closer to one another. So close that their faces could almost touch. They both close their eyes, and as their lips almost connect, they both hear a boom! They look around and see that some smoke is coming towards where Sasuke's house is. They don't know what's happening, but they can feel it must be something bad. They quickly rush into the smoke's direction. By the time they arrive on the scene, they are too late. They see 4 unknown ninjas fleeing with what looks to be a captured Sasuke. Naruto doesn't hesitate and wants to immediately go after them, but Hinata stops him. She tells him she knows how he must feel, but if Sasuke wasn't even able to stand a chance, how could they hope to defeat those unknown ninjas? It would be just too risky. Naruto reluctantly agrees and says that he needs to tell Tsunade so that they can get backup immediately. A team consisting of Shikamaru as the leader, Choji, Hinata, Neji, and Naruto is created. The 5 move out to save their friend from the clutches of the unknown shinobi. As our heroes catch up to the Sound 4, the villains are just finishing up the ritual that unlocks Sasuke's awakened curse mark state. The fights from here go as normal, with each team member fighting one of the Sound Ninja. The only difference here is that Hinata fights Sakon and Ukon. They all manage to barely survive their encounter with the help of the Sand Ninja friends that come to the rescue. Even Naruto's fight plays out similarly, with Lee showing up and eventually Gaara, so Naruto is able to go after Sasuke. Naruto eventually catches up to Sasuke at Final Valley. Naruto tells Sasuke that they came to save him from the clutches of the Sound Ninja and that they should head back to the village. At the moment, Sasuke is consumed by hatred due to Curse Mark's power and isn't acting like himself. He tells Naruto that him and the others mean nothing to him, and he did this by his own free will so he can gain the power to defeat his older brother. Naruto can tell that Sasuke doesn't mean what he's saying, and tells Sasuke that no matter what, he will save him from the darkness. The intense fight begins and plays out similarly as it did in the anime. Both fight in their awakened forms and clash with their respective attacks. At the end of the insane battle, Sasuke is standing over Naruto. Naruto lost due to the fact that he was holding back drastically because he didn't want to have a death battle with his best friend. Sasuke realizes this and understands Naruto's motives. He is finally able to come back to his senses, but it's a little too late. He has already caused so much pain to his comrades, and most importantly, to his best friend. He knows that there could be no possible redemption after what he has caused, but suddenly he gets an idea to at least help his village. He writes his plan on a note and slides it underneath Naruto's headband and leaves. Naruto eventually wakes up and sees the note. It reads,
Naruto, I'm sorry for the pain I've caused you. The path of hatred consumed me. However, I have not lost sight of the friendships you, Hinata, and the others have shown me. I have a plan to train under Orochimaru for 3 years to build his trust, and by the end of it, I will attempt to assassinate him. I know we always work as a team, but I feel like I have to do this thing alone. Please inform the Hokage and Hinata for me.
Naruto, with tears running down his eyes, just says to himself, that bastard is always trying to act cool and do things alone, trying to one-up me in every way. He understands Sasuke's intention and relays the message to the other. We then come to the 2.5-year time skip into Naruto Shippuden. And that's where we're going to be ending part 3 of What If Naruto Was a Hyuga. Like I said in the beginning of the video, guys, if you want to see a continuation of this series, don't forget to smash that like button because I know you guys can kill that like goal. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can stay updated for any future videos. I know a lot of you have just joined the PAL fam and I welcome you. And without further ado, guys, I thank you for watching the video. Until next time, peace out.